Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 167 of the GenGaming podcast. I am your host as always, I am Tyler, and joining me this week, we have Gables, the Jack of Hearts, the human sex machine. What's up, bro?
I think you kind of, manipulated that a little bit. I am the human suplex machine, but hey. Well, I'm doing alright, Tyler.
Same difference.
How about you?
Doing well. I'm drinking a naked.
You're drinking naked?
Yeah, well, no. That too, I'm drinking a naked while naked. No, those fruit drinks?
Yes.
I've been on kind of a kick. I go through kicks with those every so often. I drink them more often, but they're so freaking expensive. I'm drinking a strawberry banana.
Dude, that's the most metro type of fucking drink that I've ever heard.
Drinking,
dude.
It's good. I love to say, oh man, I get the... If you ever drink the green machines, the green and blue machines, the red one's pretty good too, actually. The green one, oh man, goes right through you. You gotta poop like 5 minutes later. Cleans you out though, it's delicious.
You went from Fireball whiskey all the way to the freaking naked drinks. Next week I'm gonna expect you to drink some sort of fucking mojito or something, Sima.
oh god no, I'm never drinking mojito. I might drink a mojito, actually, not bad. No, I've just been I ate a lot of crap the last few days.
Yeah.
So I've been been a little bit upset. So I should probably get some I don't know, maybe some vitamins in my system
or fruit.
A bit fruit, some vitamins. So I went out and I bought some oatmeal, and I love some. It's been a while since I ate oatmeal, so I bought some oatmeal, some bananas, and I got a bunch of I got 5 or 6 of these nakeds. Man, I remember being these things were I thought they were expensive when they were $2 a piece.
Yeah. Now
they're $3.50. It's ridiculous. It's insane.
Yeah, man.
It's insane.
Oh, man. I'm with you there, dude. It's like all the fucking shit in the grocery store is going up in price.
Yep, everything but our paycheck.
Yep.
Other than that, I'm doing well. It's been I have a couple of things going on. I'll make it quick, though. It's kind of a fun couple of days. I'll start off with kind of the smaller stuff. My parents went out and bought a brand new TV.
Cool.
And, so they got a new TV stand. So it worked out for me. So I got their old TV and TV stand. Before I had a 40-inch, which I got for Christmas, I think 2013.
Yeah.
I talked about it actually on the podcast way back when.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I got a 40-inch, 40 or 42-inch, I can't remember for sure. And nice TV, really nice TV compared to what I had before. But I had this little tiny TV stand where I couldn't. So recently, when I got my Xbox One, I didn't have enough room on it for my PS4, Wii U, and Xbox One.
Yeah.
So I didn't even have my Xbox One plugged in. I plug it in to play it, but it's still on the floor. And then as soon as I was done playing it, I'd unplug it, put it back on my dresser or whatever. And so I got this new big, huge TV stand that fits all 3 of my consoles, and now I have a whole other row, nothing on it. So that's kind of cool. Got a 49-inch TV as well.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, it's a little older. It's 4 or 5 years old. But I figured it's an upgrade for right now, and I've been wanting to get a TV, not soon, but the next year or so. I'll plan on getting a new TV. So this was a nice upgrade until then.
There you go.
It out for me. Yeah. So I figured, whatever. I gave my sister, everybody, it worked out for everybody. My sister got my old TV. She went from a 32 to a 42, whatever it was.
Oh, she probably notices the difference immediately.
Yeah, I think so far we all do. So it's nice. Upgrade for everybody. Also, my cousin Amber, she's my age, a few months older than me. She got married yesterday on Friday night. Yeah, it's the courthouse thing. Went to the court. I couldn't go to it because it started at 4.
Right.
I didn't go for till 3, and I just logistically you could not get there in time. But they had the guy she married is he's Latino.
Uh-huh.
And there's a reason I'm mentioning that. I'm not just saying it just because it's racist. And so went to the reception.
Yeah.
And there's always that thing. There's always Mexican families. They're huge. They have there's thousands of them. What's the thing? They definitely fit the billing on this one. Oh man, there was like people. Dude, there's people playing the trumpets. Like I'm like, this is like every stereotype I've ever heard. From like the only thing missing was they weren't climbing a wall. That was the only thing that they weren't doing. They were peeing on one though. Yeah. So, but no, it was fun. It was a little awkward at first because the only people we knew were my cousin and her new husband. And after a while, we bumped into these people, started talking to them. It was awesome.
I bet so.
At the end of it, I was a little drunk and I started calling my familia. So that was fun. And then my cousin, she's a little mouthy, so she started jokingly, but she's got a mouth on her, and she started getting a little sassy with one of the people at the party that I was talking to, and I looked at her, I'm like, you don't talk to my familia that way, I say.
Oh my god, Tyler.
Yeah, I was drinking.
You're trying to blend in with everybody?
Yeah, it was great. I was going, Arriba! Yeah, it was fun.
How do you get yourself kicked out of a reception in 5 easy steps?
Yep. Yep, do a bunch of stereotypical things. No, it was fun, though. I enjoyed it. Yeah. It was first we were like after 30 minutes we're all just like, can we just go? And then 3 hours later I'm like, I don't want to go. We ended up leaving. Yeah, but it was fun. I had fun with that. But that's pretty much what I've been up to these last few days other than working. Anything going on exciting with you?
Well, let's see. I've been pretty much working nonstop and stuff during the week, but yeah, I'm just pretty much happy to try to go forth and have my days off on the weekends. It's just freaking awesome that way. I started doing things a little bit new at work, so they got me working in a different department, putting out some stuff inside the store itself instead of having it exported to another town. Yeah. But the big news for me this week and stuff is I renewed the PlayStation Plus subscription I have. I mean, it's good for about 3 months. I'm going to get another PlayStation Plus subscription before the price hike so that I have at least about a year and 3 months. Yeah. But
I think that kicks in on the 22nd, so you got a few weeks still.
Yeah, I got a few weeks, so it's not going to be too big of a deal right now. But
yeah, my
big deal is now my interest in playing things in the Vita. I almost said the Wiita, but
I don't know if you mean weed or the Nintendo Wii. There's a lot of ways we can go.
I think I just successfully merged the fucking Wii with the Vita.
That's great.
So yeah, my PlayStation Wiita.
Dude, that'd be awesome if that was a real console.
Yeah, I know, man. That'd be freaking
That might
funny.
actually that's what they should call the NX, the Wiita.
The Wiita.
It's a stay-at-home console, and it's also a portable. And you get to keep the Wii name, so that makes Nintendo happy.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. So anyway, my interest inside playing my PlayStation Vita has kind of waned a bit, and it basically kind of ties into what we've been playing. So I'm just gonna go and start into my little Vita stuff. So I downloaded a couple of games off the PlayStation Network that I've had previously, since you know how PlayStation Plus you have free games every month and do this and do that. I had a couple of Vita games stacked. So I downloaded 4 games: Rayman Origins, Unit 13, Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed, and Soul Sacrifice. Tried playing Unit 13, wasn't to my liking, deleted it. Could not play Rayman Origins at during my freaking lunch breaks and stuff because I had to connect to the fucking Wi-Fi or something like that. I don't know. I haven't fixed the issue yet. But I actually played a hell of a lot of Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed. Nice. Now, what the game is basically the Sonic version of Mario Kart in a nutshell. It's a kart racer, but the key differences are the courses, they're never the same on the same lap, on the for how many laps you're doing. It's kind of different. The stage evolves sort of in each lap that it does. The game is available on multiple platforms. So you can play it on the Vita, you can play it on the Wii. I believe the PS3 and 360 have the same game as well. Not sure. Have not looked. But in and of itself, it's really interesting because the gameplay controls really smooth. It looks presentable. It's really competent in terms of like gameplay, and there are some hard ass stages that you can go through and like play. I ended up beating Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed. I got over 95 medals.
Damn.
Now here's the thing, 95 gold medals and stuff like that. So each stage and stuff that you compete in, and each stage has like different types of little mini games in correlation to like racing and stuff. So there's like one that you can do like drifting, and another where you can do like boost things to keep the boost active until the timer runs out or whatever. And so it separates it into 3 licenses, C, B, and A. So C basically is your bronze medal, B is the silver, A is the gold. And so I had to go through this game. I think it took me around 12 maybe 15 hours tops. I'm wanting to say. I haven't really checked my official time, but yeah, I spent a hell of a lot of time playing through this game. And I used mostly Sonic, and I switched it up a little bit with Tails, and it even has Vice from Skies of Arcadia and stuff. Yeah, it does. That's another thing this game does right. It has a lot of hidden characters you can unlock. So yeah, there's Vice from Skies of Arcadia. You have like the characters from Jet Grind Radio. You have the Super Monkey Ball like monkeys and stuff like that. It's kind of fun that way because it spans different types of characters. You even have the freaking Shinobi from the Shinobi games and stuff. So it's definitely a Sega fan's dream here for Kart Racer. Let's see. There are some little bit of annoyances that I came across. I mean, the game can be pretty difficult if you want to try to get every little metal stuff. But other than that, though, it was a really competent racer, and I pretty much enjoyed my time playing Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed. So after I did that, I tried playing a bit of Soul Sacrifice. And you know what? Soul Sacrifice is not a bad game. It's not a bad game in the slightest. I mean, the gameplay is sort of like a mission-based, sort of RPG-esque type of game, to where you complete missions, you earn different types of inventory you got equipped onto your character and stuff. You can edit the look, you can edit his hairstyle, you can do this and that with your character, but basically the game is structured to where you are pretty much stuck inside this like this demonic cage or something like that. From you're basically in sort of like in hell, I'm wanting to say. And basically what you have is this demonic book which you have to read passages inside the story, inside the book itself, and you can actually relive like certain events that have already happened, and it's all categorized in chapters. The story is sort of interesting that way because it kind of spans from like one story to another and stuff. And once you've actually learned, you retain a lot of your abilities while you're trapped inside this cage. So you have the option, once you get enough, to fight like the main enemy, which is called Magisar or something like that, which is this huge sort of badass sort of like wizard, this warlock or something like that. That's like kind of, yeah, obviously it's like the trope evil bad guy and stuff that you have to try to take out. But I kind of like the concept of what the game is doing. It allows you to do this sort of action RPG-esque type gameplay while reliving certain character back stories and stuff like that. It's really cool that way. Let's see. But even though I played a couple hours of the game, I was kind of like not wanting to play my Vita at this moment because, let me put it into perspective for everybody here. After my PlayStation Plus subscription ended, which was like in the middle of July, I just started playing a whole bunch of PlayStation Vita games. And in that span, I have beaten 10 PlayStation Vita games in a row.
Damn.
10. That's not like me at all. I usually drift around. And because I've stuck with one device for so long, I am getting kind of burnt out. And so I am switching over and just experimenting with all the other game consoles. So I'm now taking my 3DS with me at work. I'm now playing games in the PS4. Which leads me to the next game that I've been playing, and I know, Tyler, you're going to like this. I started playing Doom.
So happy. When I saw that pop up on your recent activities, there was a literal gasp, and then yay! This is really what happened. I went, oh, yay! I was by myself in a room, and I did that. I'm a grown man.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Well, let me tell you what happened that prompted me to buy this game. I'm inside GameStop. I go over, I couldn't find anything to play on the Vita. I went over to the PlayStation 4 display rack and stuff to see if I could pick up some games for cheap. And from the corner of my eye, they had a couple games on sale. One of them was The Last of Us Remastered, which I don't have any interest in right now. And I saw another was Doom. They had it on sale for $20 brand new. And so, immediately I looked at that, I was like, yeah, I'm buying it now. So I got that game, and also I picked up another game as well for $20, which is Batman Arkham Knight.
Ooh, okay, good game.
Yeah.
2 good games.
Yeah. So hopefully, and I mean hopefully, once I finish up with Doom, I'm going to go probably delve into like some other recent game. I'm probably going to... I'm not too sure what the hell I'm going to do. Every time I say something I'm going to do video game-wise, I end up doing the exact opposite. So, I'll be perfectly honest, I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do after I beat Doom.
Just as long as you beat Doom. I don't care what you do.
As it stands right now, I started playing Doom like Tuesday of this week. I couldn't play on Thursday because they had the PlayStation maintenance shit going on. But I played a lot of it today. Our recording day is Saturday, so I played a lot of it, like about 3 hours, I think 3 or 4 hours worth. And as it stands right now, I'm on chapter 10.
Oh my god.
I'm on mission 10 right now, so I am like 4 chapters away from the end. Yep. At least 4 chapters away, because I think there's like, to be perfectly honest, for the people listening, either on iTunes or on YouTube or wherever, this game is around 3 missions, it's about 13 missions long. And the thing about it is each level is jam-packed with different types of stuff that you have to go forth and discover. And I'll be perfectly honest right there, I did not expect to go through this game and uncover a lot of secrets and stuff. I actually had one of my coworkers at work told me for one of the facility levels, go ahead and drop into, the lava pit or something like that. Yep. I'm like, okay. So, once I got home from work, I went and did exactly that. The first lava pit I saw, I dropped down, and as I'm, inside the lava, I'm like, okay, what the fuck? Okay, I'm standing in it, nothing's happening. Then I look around, and I see something from the corner of my eye. I go towards it. It's a little mini Doom guy figure. Like, what the fuck? I pick it up, and all of a sudden it starts playing the classic. Like, what the fuck?
It's good sex music.
I would not be surprised if somebody used that for sex music. But
how do you think Justin had both of his daughters?
You just imagine Justin's like, okay, honey, I'm in the mood tonight. It's just blaring heavy metal music, and his daughter's trying to sleep on the next room. What the fuck is going on?
They know what's happening. Oh, this is horrible.
I know.
Hopefully he's not listening to this.
Oh, it's Justin. He'll listen to something eventually.
Probably. I'll get a text.
Text Justin's like, do not listen to the latest episode we just recorded.
Yeah. Or skip from this point to this point.
So anyway, back to Doom. Oh, boy. By going through, I found that Doom Kai figurine and stuff. What kind of struck me was that was sort of interesting is the presentation of the game in and of itself. I mean, it's fast, it's gory, it's pretty interesting in terms of content, because I was fully expecting going through this game and there'd be light on specific type of things, it's basic. It's the basic sort of machismo shooter, which is just stupid fun, and that's awesome in that regard. What I wasn't expecting was how in-depth the story was going to be, and how many unlockables and other types of goal-based things that you had to go through and just earn and stuff. The thing what's also interesting is the weapons feel great in this game. Yeah. I mean, I cannot count how many times that I've went through playing a game of first-person shooter or even like a third-person shooter. Like, I've went through a few like shooter games, and I have not felt even close to what I've gone through in playing Doom and going through and just using the shotgun, which the shotgun is my default weapon. I like using that fucking thing. Then you have the super shotgun where it's like, okay, it's a little bit more powerful. It consumes the same ammo as the shotgun, but it's like, it's really interesting. I'm finding myself going through the control style where normally in a shooter, I shoot a little bit, then I hide behind a corner or wherever the hell, and then I just like take my time or something like that. No, this game encourages you to go balls to the wall and just rush everything and just fucking just like shoot everything. It's like, I love that. That's what I always want to do.
I want every game ever to be like this.
Oh my god, if that was fun, if that would have been the case, that'd be funny. But I'm finding like a lot of secrets, like I'm finding like a lot of various things from like codex stuff, from little Doom guy figures and stuff. And like I said before, the game there's some interesting turns, you know. You basically, like in some points, you go to like places like hell, you go back and stuff. There's even references to the original Doom games, which kind of surprised me. Because you have this demon, or you actually access some of the artifact shit, like say in hell when you visit it. And it tells about the Doom, pretty much the Doom Marine and stuff like that, that his previous exploits. And I was kind of chuckling. I was like, oh my god, he makes him out to be such a fucking badass. I was like, he's awesome. some freaking arbiter of legend and stuff like that. The bringer of destruction and all this other shit. I mean, I love that. I love the exposition, how everything is like contributing to this thing. It's like, and even the little mannerisms that the Doom guy does and stuff, it's like, you know what, I don't give a shit. I'm going to smash the shit and do this and do that, you know? It's like, it's so against what you generally find in a protagonist. I mean, he's a silent protagonist. That's fine. You have to let a lot of his personality just slip into the game, and man, everything you do inside this game, from shooting up a bunch of demons to like smashing fucking terminal ports to like basically go forward and just like kick everything's ass and stuff. You already go into the game knowing the expectations of, yeah, I'm just gonna fuck some shit up. I don't trust anybody in this game, and I'm just gonna go and just shoot everything and just have a fun time. Which, yeah, I agree. It's freaking awesome. I'm not too far away from finishing up the game. Like I said before, I have like 4 more chapters to go, but yeah, this is really refreshing. I am not generally into first-person shooters like this, but this one has sort of captured my attention.
Good. That's good. I'm glad you liked it. I was a little nervous.
Well, yeah, that's just the thing, though. And it's every right to be nervous, because the shooters are not generally my cup of tea. It takes a special type of experience in order for me to like get involved in it. I mean, hell, we got bored of games like Destiny pretty quickly because of how stale the thing got and repetitive. But Doom blows Destiny out of the fucking water, dude. It's like,
yes,
there are.
Very much so.
I know there are there's literally games that wouldn't even match like what Doom tries to present, for the PS4, Xbox One and stuff. But even, they wish they were of that quality, where they have so much depth inside of it, but at the core, it's just fun gameplay and no, like, various type of tedium bullshit freemium type of stuff, But, anyway, that's what I've been playing. How about you?
Real quick, I've just been thinking about all the great uses for Doom music.
Yeah.
And I can't think of a reason, like a bad one.
I know, right?
I want, when I get married, my first dance with my wife to be the Doom music. At my funeral, I want the Doom music to be the music they play.
You just go to the hospital, like your wife's going to give birth to your first child, and all of a sudden it's like...
Just like fist bump it when the baby comes out.
The baby just pops out and stuff with a fucking machine gun. Ah!
Oh, that'd be sweet. Oh my god, that'd be great. What if I gave birth to Doom Guy?
Oh my god!
I want the Doom Guy to do my eulogy, and also be my best man.
Could you just imagine, like, going to a random city or something like that? Like, you're just going to work on the bus, all of a sudden the music plays. Go to the supermarket, just go and just getting your groceries, getting the vegetables. All of a sudden, you're going to check out, and the music starts playing on the intercom.
That'd be great. Like when you walk through like you walk through the sliding glass doors when you go to like somewhere, and it get the little beep noise.
Yeah,
it just does the Doom music instead. I think every noise in the world should be replaced with Doom music.
You just go into a random like strip club or something like that. All of a sudden, it's like once you walk into the room, and the Doom music just plays.
I want it to be like in every freaking jukebox. I'm just gonna spend like $50 and just put that on repeat.
Oh my god,
that'd be great.
That's so great.
It's gonna be good. Yeah, you know what? The rest of this podcast is just gonna be Doom music. Goodbye.
Oh man,
just 10 hours of Doom music. All right. Well, anyways, off that. I forgot to mention actually. I got my Extra Life T-shirt today.
Oh, you did?
So, yes, I got that for getting $200. So I got that. It's pretty cool. Haven't worn it yet.
Man, I keep forgetting to sign back up, dude. It's like I forgot because, dude, it's like I've been so busy, and it's like, holy shit, Extra Life's coming up.
I think it's like 62 days away from recording time. So
oh,
you got time. A little over 2 months.
Okay,
November 5th. So yeah.
Oh, November 5th. I thought it was like in October. Jesus.
No, I think it's actually 25 hours this year too. I think it's on what was that? Fallback. What the fuck is it called?
Fallback Winter Forward.
Yeah, what? Or no, Spring Forward. I can't remember what it's called. Daylight Savings Time. There it is. Thank you. So yeah, that's coming up soon. So check out extralife-org or extralife.org. I'm sorry. And check it out on there. And donate, sign up, people. It's awesome. It's a cool thing to do. If I get $500 this year, I'm getting an Extra Life tattoo on my arm.
Nice.
I'm at 200 right now, so almost there. 40% of the way there. But I played a couple of games this week.
Yeah.
I played a lot of Madden still. Still fun. It's Madden. I played. Okay, I'll start with this one because I played it a few weeks ago, and I didn't talk about it last week.
Okay.
Just because I played a bunch of other games. We got for free on Xbox One, Games of Gold, WWE 2K16.
How was it?
It's actually pretty good. I just did like the creative player mode.
Yeah.
And you just kind of start off like an NXT and you suck. And you really suck. But it's pretty cool. I like the overall gameplay of it. It's the slow. I like it because you can kind of go fast. You can go slow pace. It's more of a simulation than an arcade feel to it.
Yeah.
So I like it has like chain wrestling in it. You can kind of go balls to the wall, but you also have stamina, so you can't go like fucking too crazy with it. You can't just
right.
Be like Ultimate Warrior, just not stop running. My only complaint with it, really, the biggest complaint, and it's kind of the reason why I haven't played more of it, and it just got frustrating, was that you build up your big finisher move, and more often than not you gotta hit 3 or 4 of them to finish even like the worst guys off in the game.
Oh god.
There's so many matches where I've done it where like all I did was beat the crap out of the guy for like 8 or 9 minutes, and I hit like 3 or 4 finishers before I finally beat him, and I ended up beating him with like a back elbow or something stupid. So that's that's really frustrating, and also that like the reversal stuff. So they fixed that a little bit where it used to be like constant reversals, and it was just like it was almost random how it worked out. The reverse system did.
Yeah.
We hit like RT when they go to strike you, or you strike them or whatever. Now you actually can only build up so many. So the more skilled you are, the more you can build up. So you can start up with 3 and you can build up to 5. The more you rank yourself up, so you can actually burn through those and then not be able to reverse anymore, which is nice. But it's annoying. Like I talked about, like I beat the guy for 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes, and he get one reversal on me, and all of a sudden he's just like beating me up like he's like 100%, like at the beginning of the match. So it's just like doesn't feel like I've been beating that guy up for 8 minutes, even though I have been. And it's just like one move could totally change the way of the match, which I know is kind of realistic, but like with how wrestling is,
that's not
like
fun.
At least shows, yeah, but at least show some effects, you know,
right?
To like that beating you up for 6-7 minutes, not like now you're just running around like you're no selling like the last 5-6 minutes of this match, and that's bugged me a little bit, and it's like he beat me like 3 minutes because of that. After that, even though I beat him up for 8, and I hit him with like 4 style clashes because that's my finishing move. So yeah, I don't know that I like the game overall, but those two things just kind of in the end kind of I don't know, it just kind of stopped me from playing it. Nitpicky maybe, but the finishing move stuff is nitpicky.
Yeah, that's
the wrestling fan to me. I
know that's just like the wrestling fan, like in what you're so used to and stuff. Personally, it's like I'm not really haven't been interested in getting into like the WWE like games over the past couple of years, because after when I platinum 2K14 and stuff like that, the quality of it kind of like dropped with 2K15, and then 2K16 was sort of a bit better, but I'm waiting on the review scores for 2K17 before I even remotely try to delve back into another wrestling game.
Yeah, everything I heard is that 2K17 is more of 2K16 with less features. Yeah, so that's crazy to me. Yeah, I don't know. This is the first one I played in like 3 years, and I think it's better than what it was that was when it was still THQ. But it's still a few kinks, and also the 2K is fucking bullshit with their DLC crap that they do. Like, you earn points so slowly to upgrade your character, like rank them up and stuff. But you can, for $10, you can buy a thing that doubles, like they'll like double how quickly he'll like earn points.
Yeah, that's like, not
and like all their yeah, it's like you look at all their DLC stuff. It's like actually like more expensive than the game.
Yep.
It's like $70 in DLC stuff for a $60 game, which is ridiculous, and it's just more characters and skins, and sometimes more different skins of those characters and boosts for your characters. It's just dumb. The business behind it pisses me off. The other game I played, this game came out Tuesday, and I've been really excited about this for the last few weeks now, just based off the first trailer I saw of it. It's called One Way Trip. It came out Tuesday for PS4. It's $15 normally. It's on sale this week. I think the sale will be over probably on Tuesday. So if you want to get it for $13.50, you gotta do it before Tuesday. I wouldn't recommend it. This game's horrible. What sold me on it was the music and the art style. So it kind of reminds me of like old school Newground stuff. Newground.com. And it's kind of like everything just looks like almost like a coloring book kind of way, like the paper, the coloring book, and someone just kind of like drew it with a crayon. And like basically what the game is, it is a story-driven game. There's no voice acting. There's like the characters don't really move. It just looks like it's like basically how like the first South Park episode was created, where it was just all like they took pictures and they moved it. I can't remember what it's called, but kind of I guess kind of like claymation, I guess in that sense. But it's just like these like figures moving around. It's just like, anyways, so I started playing the game like 10 minutes in. I'm like, this game's fucking awesome. It's blowing my mind right now. This is kind of with like the characters and like their faces they make. They're always like these over dramatic faces, what they're doing, and then like the music's awesome in this game. I can't even describe it. It's just crazy. And it's just the lyrics crazy, the music's crazy. It's all like you just like it's fast paced. It's good. It's really good. But the problem is with this game is that the style of it wears off really quickly, and then the music loops. There's only like 4 or 5 songs.
Oh, that's
like
a shame.
Song, and those same songs loop over and over again. And as far as I can tell, they don't ever change. I played about an hour of it, and so it's all text-based game, and you just kind of like pick the dialogue. Basically, what's going on is these two brothers, they drink some water, and president comes on and says that the water in the town, some celebrities poisoned the water in the town, and everybody drink the water, it'll be dead within 6 hours, and also you'll be hallucinating, and so you can like decide. It's kind of like pick your own adventure kind of thing, and then like you can either just hang out in the house and not go anywhere, and I didn't do that because I don't know what the hell's going to go with that one. So I decided to leave the house, and it just kind of like goes on like long conversations, like really long conversations with these people. Like the first conversation with your brother is like 15 minutes long, talking about just like taking shots, and then what they should do. And it's just not, the dialogue is not really interesting. The story's interesting enough. I thought the story was kind of cool, a cool premise. Like basically these guys are tripping, and you're just going on an adventure kind of thing. And I was like, well, that sounds kind of cool, but it's just, like I said, it's style over substance, and it wears off. It's just the music after a while just became annoying, and just kind of like the characters kind of go. Not only does the music loop, but the character animations loop as well, and don't really match the tone of the conversation that's going on. So it's just, it's not a good game. It's not worth $13.50. If I wish I wouldn't have bought this game. If I would have paid $2 for it, I think I would be better off. This game is probably worth $2 maybe. But yeah, it's just not good. I'm not gonna keep playing it anymore, and I'm bummed about it because there's some cool things there that I think, and I don't know what it is. It's just this cool stuff about it was cool for 5 minutes, and I don't know if I want. I read it's like a 6 hour. It's about a 5-6 hour game, and I just don't want another 4-5.5 hours more of that stuff. But yeah, that game's bad. So that's pretty much what I'm playing. Oh, I went ahead and I finished up Walking Dead Season 1, TellTales, and 400 Days because I'm going through it again because I played it on 360 and the saves are gone. Segueing into our news, Walking Dead Season 3 is coming out starting this November. Episode 1 will be out this November.
There we go.
So I'm playing that. I own. We got Walking Dead Season 2 for via PlayStation Plus a few months ago, and I ended up buying Walking Dead Season 1 for like $4 on the sale. So I went through that. I beat 400 days, finished 400 days, and I'm gonna go through Walking Dead Season 2 before November. So yeah, that's. I don't know. I'm excited for this. Did you play the Walking Dead games? I think didn't you play Season 1?
I'm the only one that has not even went through the Walking Dead games.
Oh, okay. I thought you said you played Season 1. All right.
I did play a little bit of Episode 1. But...
Okay. I don't know. I'm excited. It's been a couple of years. I thought Walking Dead Season 2, a lot of hits and misses, a lot of up and downs that game, that season. I thought the way it ended was really cool. I thought Episode 5 was amazing. But I don't know, there's a lot of stuff in between that wasn't very good, but I thought the way they finished it off was really cool. And I'm excited to see where they go with Clementine. Now she's a teenager. This is kind of crazy because in Season 1 she's 8. I think Season 2 she's 10 or 11. And in this one she's going to be 13 or 14. And I'm just excited to see where they go with the story and with Clementine. I think it's been 2 years since Season 2 ended. So yeah, I'm excited for it, obviously. Also, talking about TellTale, this is making me really excited and kind of rejuvenating my love for them, as Batman Episode 2 is coming out in a couple weeks. So that means only about 5 weeks in between episodes, which is remarkable.
That's pretty fast.
Yeah, that's how it used to be. That's how Walking Dead Season 1 was. And they obviously, we talked about it in the past, and all people have, it felt it was it went from 4 or 5 weeks between episodes to 3 or 4 months between episodes. So hopefully they keep on this pace. That means they'll keep up what they said and it'll be out for. It'll be done for 2016, which I hope, because Batman Episode 1 was awesome. So yeah, I'm excited for that. That's awesome. Let's go ahead and move on though to some other news. It's kind of a rumor, but it sounds like it's pretty much factual. There's no new Assassin's Creed game this year as far as new actual video game, but there is going to be Assassin's Creed games out this year, with more than likely, it sounds like, with Assassin's Creed Ezio Collection popping up on Amazon.com in Italy. So it's come out November 17th in Italy. Who knows what that will actually be here in the United States or UK or anywhere else. And it'll be $60, according to their I don't know what Italy uses for money out there. You play. I know you played through those games, right?
I've only played through Assassin's Creed 2.
Okay. Did you play the other ones, though?
No, I never played Brotherhood or Revelations. I actually intentionally skipped them to try to save myself for, like, Assassin's Creed 3, which I already know how that went. But, to be perfectly honest, if this turns out to be true and there's going to be a Ezio trilogy releasing this November and stuff, then, well, I'm not sure what I would do with it, I mean, I like Assassin's Creed 2, I like Ezio as the character, but I don't know. It's going to be lost in the shuffle of what I want to play this fall.
Yeah, I agree. My relationship with Assassin's Creed games has been very much like TellTale, up and down. There's been some peaks with Assassin's Creed 4. There's been some very steep valleys with Unity. I liked the last one.
Syndicate,
thank you. I'm having a horrible memory tonight. I liked it. I had problems with it. I didn't finishing it just because of one thing that I didn't like. But overall, I've been a big fan of the Assassin's Creed games. So I'm if you're gonna remaster some, these would be the obvious ones to go to because I thought the Ezio games were fantastic. Brotherhood, everybody's favorite one outside of Black Flag is Brotherhood that I've talked to. I was always more of a Revelation guy just because I like to see where they went with Altair from the first one. And I thought that was great. Kind of jumping back and forth with Ezio and Altair, with Altair's final days and Ezio being older. So I liked all that. No, am I going to buy this? No, just because I am kind of in like the burnout factor with the Assassin's Creed games. I have been for quite a while, really. But I'm happy these are coming out because I mean, if there's people that miss this game, like if you liked what you played the last couple of Assassin's Creed games, you'll love these. Because I think this is the peak of the franchise, really, as far as like getting constant Assassin's Creed games. Black Flag, I think, is a true peak of one game, but that franchise was on fire back then, and it hasn't fully recovered since Assassin's Creed 3, I don't think. But yeah, no, this great. If this is true, which it seems like it is, it's a great bundle. It's kind of weird that they're releasing on the same week. If the rumors are true, as Watch Dogs 2. This kind of sounds like you're just kind of cannibalizing yourself there. But yeah, no. If you haven't played those games or if you love those games, check them out. They're fantastic. But moving on to kind of the big news this week. Nintendo surprisingly had a Direct, and it wasn't about the NX. Not so much surprising they had a Direct, but more surprising they didn't have one about the NX. Or the Wii Vita, as we're calling it now. Until they actually name their console. So this one all about 3DS. I think it was Thursday. I'll go through real quick everything they kind of talked about, and then we'll just kind of. You want to go case by case, or want to just kind of go over, and then I'll go through everything, and then we'll talk about it at the end.
Let's go by case by case.
Okay. I'll mention this one, but I want you to talk more about it because I'm not even pretending to know what the hell's going on with this. So, Pokemon Sun and Moon, we got more details. Care to explain about those?
Yes, the details in question was the unveiling of a new Alolan form of a classic Pokemon from the first generation, Rattata. Rattata is now going, instead of being like a normal type, which it normally is, the backstory from this little change right now, it's going to be a dark normal type, which they explain it in sort of a backstory to where the Alolan people, they had an infestation of Rattata all over the islands. And so, as a way to combat it, they got this specific type of Pokemon, a new Pokemon that's going to be unveiled inside this game called, I think it's either, Yongoose or something, not Yongoose, but, it's this, weasel Pokemon or something like that they, introduced and stuff to try to take out a lot of the Rattata infestation. And what happened was that the Rattata in form and stuff like that were clustered in a specific side of the island, so the time of the day they could actually come out was during the nighttime, and so that's what led to them to sort of change their typing a bit to be a dark normal type. And basically the design of this Rattata is kind of interesting because it basically has a black mustache. And I kind of made a little joke with one of my coworkers who she was looking on her phone, just looking at the new Pokemon unveiling and stuff. I told her, yeah, that kind of looks like Hitler Rat, It sort of does though, because the big old black mustache and it's like on this rat. It's just really funny. But other than that, we just got a little basic information of Sun and Moon and stuff. It's still coming out November 18th and stuff, but Nintendo, in a nutshell, has been releasing steady information on Sun and Moon for the past month and a half. There are other Alolan forms that people can check out. I mean, obviously, if you're listening to this, you probably already know about most of them. Yeah. But for other news and stuff like that from other Alolan forums and stuff, go to a place like Cerebi.net. They have great information when it comes to stuff like that.
Yeah, it's a good place to go. I get confused by this stuff anymore. Unlike the crudgy old man of Pokemon, where it's just like, remember when there was only 151 of them? Those were the good old days. The millennials and your stupid Pokemon.
Well, that's why Nintendo is playing it smart, because all of the Alolan forms that they've done and presented this time around for Sun and Moon have been from the classic 151.
Yeah, I saw it with like Snorlax and Pikachu and all those guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not day one buy with Sun and Moon, but I'm interested. I like what they're doing. They're changing it up and everything. I'm assuming the what was the thing they introduced in X and Y with the ring? X?
Oh, that's the Mega evolution.
Yeah, the Mega evolution. Is that pretty much done then? It seems like.
I think it's gonna. I think from what they're doing though is, I think that was just purely a Generation 6 sort of thing. We're on Gen 7 of Pokemon, and so the new thing about it is like Z moves. And so what Z moves are is you collect a specific type of little rock or whatever the hell it is, and you equip it onto your wristband. I know, right? And you equip it onto your wristband, right? And specific Pokemon can do specific type of super attacks and stuff. So Pikachu has its own, and it's based on certain types, but there are specific Pokemon that have their own sort of attacks that they can use in correlation. So it's sort of a new thing that they're introducing instead of doing the same old Mega Evolution stuff from X and Y.
Okay, that's cool. Also, this one's a big shocker. Super Mario Maker 3DS is coming out December 2nd. It's not going to have all the levels from the Wii U available. There won't have a search ID, so you won't be able to search people's levels. It's not going to have the amiibo stuff like the costumes, and you won't be able to get out the costumes. And the only way you'll be able, at least from my understanding, the only way you'll be able to share levels is through local wireless play, so being within 50 feet of your friend, and Street Pass. Like I said, it comes December 2nd. It comes with 100 levels, I think, in the game. What did you think about this?
Well, you know what? I'm kind of excited about this. Why? It's because Nintendo is actually including around 100 of their own levels, like you were just saying, from that announcement. Their own user-created levels that you can go ahead and try. I mean, yeah, Super Mario Maker on the Wii U had its own, fair levels and stuff that Nintendo employees, put in it. But do you think of it this way? The 3DS is a larger community, and there is a bunch of stuff that you can play on there. You can even replay, a lot of the old courses and stuff from the Wii U version in and of itself. Yeah. I am more than game to replay a little bit more of Mario Maker. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, I think it's... I can see why people will be excited for it. I'm not personally.
Yeah.
Just because it kind of seems like it's a dumbed-down version of the Mario Maker for Wii U. Not being able to search for your friends' levels, or...
Yeah, that's sort of dumb.
Yeah, that part just kind of bugs me. And obviously, I have the Wii U version. Why would I want to get the 3DS version? Especially in my stance, where I feel like it's maybe for a lot of people, for a good chunk of people, where it's just Street Pass is not really a popular thing that I know of around here. There might be events I can go to here or there a couple times a year maybe and do this, but I don't take a bus. I drive to work. Nobody at work is carrying around 3DS. The odds of me bumping into a person with the Street Pass on and over the course of a month would probably be very slim. So for me, this game, I can see the selling factor for people if these are 100 new levels that come exclusively with this. That's a good argument. I can understand that, just because if you love playing Mario levels and Nintendo made 100 more Mario levels, then that's great. But this is gonna be a hard pass for me. But I guess it's a good idea. Obviously, I think this will sell fairly well for them. It's probably the most popular game on the Wii U, and putting it on 3DS where there is more people, it makes sense. Hopefully they're able to do something with the online part of it later, or maybe there's more news. I could have missed it, but I'm just going off of, I was just typing stuff into our show notes as they were discussing things, and I didn't hear them say anything more about that. But moving on, Mario Party Star Rush is coming out November 4th, and it's going to have local download play, so you can actually, if there's 4 of you in a room together, and only one person owns the game, all 4 of you can actually play a game together.
That's awesome.
Or up to 4 people. Are you excited for this game? I think it's only going to be $30 too, actually, I saw.
No, to be perfectly honest, though, I haven't really played too many of the Mario Party games after, like, say, 2 and 3, you know. But it's not really a game that I would be actually interested in. Maybe down the line, but other than that, nah.
Yeah, the Mario Party name is not what it once was. I loved it back in the day on 4, when we were playing Mario Party 4 on GameCube.
That's when Hudson Soft was helping develop the game and stuff.
Yeah, it's true. I played them all since then, and it seems like they've gotten worse. They just try to change up the formula, and I think the original formula is still probably the best one they ever had. So I'm not going to... I hope it's great, because I would love to play a great Mario Party game again. But, yeah, I'm going to wait and see on this one. I don't think I will buy it, just with the timing thing, November 4th. Busy time of the year for video games, and there's other games I'd much rather be playing around that time.
Yep.
So I don't know if I'll ever get around to playing it, but I don't know. I hope it's a great game, because I would love to have make Mario Party great again. Damn it. Okay? That's what I want. Next up, Assassin's Creed New Leaf. It's been out for a couple of years now. They're getting a free update.
Assassin's Creed New Leaf?
Did I say Assassin's Creed?
You said Assassin's Creed New Leaf.
Wow, that'd be a great game. I would play that game. Ezio,
a casual game where fucking Ezio is like going around the mayor of his own town and stuff, just assassinating.
It's kind of the same thing. If you think about it, Assassin's Creed 2 is really just Animal Crossing, but you're killing people. Like you have a town. You have a town. You have to build it up. You have to spend money and buy it and make it a better place to live. It's kind of the same thing, really.
Anyway, Animal Crossing New Leaf.
Yes, I'm stuck on Assassin's Creed New Leaf. That game sounds amazing. This is actually, if they would announce Assassin's Creed New Leaf, that would make the direct even better. Animal Crossing New Leaf. It's been out for a couple years now. Free update. I think I said December 2nd on that one.
Yes.
They're going to add, the update will make the amiibo cards that I almost said Assassin's Creed again. It's the AC thing, man. Throw me off here. Animal Crossing amiibo cards will work for the game, and they'll also, the other amiibos will work for the game as well, or do different things. And there will also be an Animal Crossing exclusive direct sometime this fall. Do you own Animal Crossing?
Yeah, I do own New Leaf, you know. I haven't played it in a while. I put about 50 hours into it, like, when it came out, but I should really go back and restart a new town, but,
Yeah. I remember they offered it for free to people that when they used to have that the old Nintendo Club thing.
Yeah.
It got to the certain point. It's like I can either get Mario Golf or Animal Crossing for free.
Yeah.
And I picked Mario Golf, and I kind of wish we got Animal Crossing instead. But
it's a real relaxing type of game, Tyler. I mean, hell.
Yeah, I remember playing them on GameCube, the first one, and the one on DS. And I thought it was really. I sunk a lot of time into those. Up next, I don't really have much to say on this one. There's an update coming to the Mii Plaza, and there's going to be, it's going to work faster. You can have up to more Mii, you have more Miis available, and there'll be 5 new mini games to play in the Mii Plaza. I don't really have much to say on this. Do you?
No.
Okay, we'll move on then. There's a lot of small stuff here. I'm sure we can kind of gloss over. Tank Troopers is a game that's coming out. This was announced. I think it's a brand new announcement. It's going to be out sometime in the winter. It's going to have local 6-player multiplayer and also have a single-player mode. It's a third-person tank battling game. I thought this was kind of cool. What about you?
It has sort of an interesting appeal to it, but I need to see more of it.
Yeah, definitely. I was interested. I wasn't really interested until they said their single-player mode. So I would like to hear more about that game. I'm sure we will. And depending on pricing, I think I'll actually might check that game out. If it's like a cheap $10 game or something like that, hell yeah, I'll probably pick that up. Just based off of what the few minutes that we did see. Up next, Picross 3D Round 2 that comes out, or it's actually out now. It came out the day of the Direct on Thursday, and the demo is also available. Have you played the other Picross games before?
The only Picross game I've ever played was the release on the Virtual Console. And that was only a special case because that was a European-only title, and that was released on the Game Boy's Virtual Console for the eShop on the 3DS.
Okay.
Fun game, though. But
yeah. I the first one I ever played was that Pokemon Picross. It came out last year. I thought the game was awesome.
Yeah.
I just got to the point with the free-to-play aspect, kind of ruined it for me. But I want to check out. I want to check that out. Actually, I don't know how much it is, but if it's cheap enough, I might just pick it up because Picross was pretty sweet when I played with that. Moving on. This is kind of a smaller thing. This is not 3DS exclusive either, so this fucker's life. There are 4 Zelda amiibos coming out, I believe, November 2nd. Damn it.
4? Really?
Yeah, so celebrating the 30th anniversary. There's also going to be a book coming out, a big hardback book coming out here fairly soon. It's up for pre-order as well. There's the four new amiibos, Zelda amiibos are, you can get a 8-bit Link, kind of like they did with Mario, Ocarina of Time Link, where he actually has the ocarina in his hand, Toon Link and then also Wind Waker Zelda. December 2nd, that's when those come out. And they'll also have a special function with the Breath of the Wild and the Wind Waker Zelda and Toon Link coming in a 2-pack together, and the other 2 are sold separately. Just when I thought I was out of the amiibo craze, this fucker sucked me back in. Man, I was like, I'm just gonna get Waluigi this year. That's the only one I really care about. And then Bayonetta, if they ever freaking release that one. But man, I kind of want all 4 of those. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean, man.
Yeah. God damn it. Fucking goddamn amiibos, man.
And you're talking with someone who actually had all of the freaking Zelda amiibo figures.
I have all the Zelda ones as well. It's bullshit. Now I gotta buy 4 more. And then they have the Breath of the Wild ones coming out later, or sometime next year. Those things are probably gonna be super expensive because those ones are really nice.
Probably.
Speaking of Zelda, Skyward Sword is out now on the Wii U. I think it's $15 or $20. So if you want to play that again or play that again for the first time, it's out now on the Wii U. You interested in that at all?
I have it on the Wii and I haven't touched it since its release, so you can see how my interest in that game is right now.
Yeah, I think Justin was playing it. He put a video on our Facebook chat. I have no interest in playing that game just because I didn't like the Wii motion controls. So, and I can't play Wii games, so I'm left-handed. So yeah, that's any interest I had is crushed there. Next up is Galaxy Style 3DS, which honestly I don't even remember what the fuck that is. Do you remember what that is? Oh no, that's the Galaxy 3DS. I was thinking it was a video game. Those are the new 3DSs that are out now that have like it has like stars and stuff on it. They look pretty cool, actually.
It does.
Yeah, and they come. There's like a bundle right now. It comes with Super Mario 3D Land in it. So yeah, if you want to check those out, they're out there now. Looks pretty cool. Moving on, Hyrule Warriors Legend is getting a new DLC pack that's going to be coming out this fall. Oh no, it's actually out now. I forgot about that. So if you want more of that for that game that didn't really work, that was buggy and didn't work very well, there it is. There's a 3rd DLC pack. So yeah.
Well, to be perfectly fair, for the 3DS version, it was just it's for the new 3DS XL that it really works the best on. But for the original 3DS or even the XL model, it kind of had issues. You know.
Yeah, I heard it pretty much. It's almost unplayable in the old one. I heard even from what I remember hearing in the new 3DS, it didn't work very well either. I shouldn't have said buggy mess. It just didn't run very well on the 3DS. New or old, it sound from what I understood, especially the old one. But yeah, that's out there now. I don't know if that's for Wii U or not. I would be surprised if it's not. But it comes with, I believe it has like, what's the train one for DS?
Spirit Tracks.
Spirit Tracks, yeah. So it has Zelda and Link from those characters from those games are going to be in there and playable now, and some more adventure mode missions to do. So that's out now. Next up, Ace Attorney: Spirit of Justice is out September 8th. I have not played Ace Attorney games since the first one. I do not like those games. Do you like those games? Are you interested?
You really don't like the Ace Attorney games?
No, the 80th time I heard objection, I was like, I'm done with this shit.
Oh, dude, those games are actually pretty freaking cool. I've played the trilogy on the DS. You know, the Ace Attorney, Justice for All, and Trials and Tribulation. I haven't really been keeping up the tabs with the Ace Attorney games. I mean, they had the one for Apollo Justice and the release on the 3DS eShop a while ago, but this is another one that's going to be released on, I think, the 8th of September.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm interested in playing that, you know. The Ace Attorney games are known for good dialogue and, like, all sorts of various stuff.
Yeah, I got annoyed with the trial and error stuff after a while for myself. But I can see why people like it. I just got tired of them. Moving on. I think you might actually be interested in these two. Dragon Quest 7 and 8. So the remakes, they've been out. Everybody knows they're happening for a while now. Dragon Quest 8 remake got pushed to 2017. But the Dragon Quest 7 remake is coming out September 16th. So a couple weeks, actually. That's fairly soon. Are you excited for these? I have a feeling you would be.
You know what? Yeah, it's right up my alley. Old school RPGs and stuff like that. And this month in general of September, this is going to be interesting because there's a bunch of like RPG stuff for the 3DS coming out this month. Dragon Quest 7 is I feel is on my radar because I've heard a lot of good things about it, and they remade the game from the ground up.
Yeah.
From the PlayStation version.
Yeah, 10 years ago, Tyler in like high school would have been like fucking creaming his pants over this game. So yeah, me now not so much, but I can see this will probably be a great JRPG. Speaking of RPGs, Yokai Watch 2 is coming out September 30th. I don't even know what the fuck these. I understand it. I don't understand it, but I've tried to understand these games, and I have no idea what's going on with this Yokai Watch stuff.
The thing about the Yokai Watch stuff, this is like one of the Nintendo's new franchises and stuff. They have a TV show like on Disney XD and stuff. I've watched the first season of Yokai Watch, so I do know it's just like about like summoning little like spirits and stuff like that to help you like with battles and all this other shit. I played the demo of Yokai Watch, but I never played the original game because out of the job, you know, can't really play games then. But I kind of like the idea of like what they're doing with the Yokai Watch 2. They have two different versions, sort of like how you would with Pokemon. One is like bony souls and like fleshy stuff. You know, it's kind of funny, the names of it. But that's also in release this September. You know, and I'm actually kind of interested in it.
That's nice. So, that's good. Actually, that's nice. There's some stuff coming out for the Nintendo consoles this year. Next two I'm just going to mention, I think it's fairly safe. We can probably move on quickly from those. Disney Magical World 2 is coming out October 30th, and Sonic Boom Fire and Ice is coming out September 27th. So those two things are a thing. Next up, Shin Megami Tensei 4 Apocalypse is out September 20th. I know you're a big Shin Megami guy, aren't you?
I'm kind of, I do like the Persona games and stuff like that, but I have Shin Megami Tensei 4. I have never beaten it, but this game is on my radar because it's a very hard type of like a JRPG where it's sort of like a dungeon crawler, really. The old Shin Megami Tensei games where they're pretty much known for their story, but even the original games that were like on the Famicom and the Super Famicom and stuff, they are hardcore dungeon crawler type stuff, you know, from what I understood. But they have fantastic stories. Yeah.
So, good month for JRPGs, because there's like 4 of them coming out in September.
Holy shit, yeah.
Next up, the final things here are kind of the big meat and potato stuff of the whole show, not including the Super Mario Maker part. This part I was super, super excited for. I was so pumped for about 10 seconds, and they ruined it for me. There's a Yoshi Woolly World 3DS is coming out February 3rd, 2017. And it's going to come with exclusive Poochie levels, the little dog thing. He's also going to have, exclusively for this game, they're going to have Poochie Pups, which you can use to help you get through the levels. There's going to be animated shorts that are going to be on the game. There's going to be Yarn Amiibo Poochie, which that's a day one buy for me. That comes out February 3rd as well. I was really excited when they first started showing this. I'm like, oh my god, we're getting another Yoshi Wool game. I'm in, and then they announced it's just the 3DS version of Woolly World. So I immediately don't care anymore. What about you?
I actually like this, dude. I know it's more like Yoshi's Woolly World and stuff, and yeah, the levels are taken from the first game, but at the same time, I feel that this, along with Super Mario Maker, was just more of an attempt on Nintendo to get a lot of their Wii U ports to the 3DS to try to expand more on their sales. You know? Because I don't feel like even though a lot of games did sell and stuff, but not a lot of people played it, and the 3DS is sort of a bigger market in terms of that. But yeah,
I agree. I understand why they're doing it. I think there's like in the 20 million area for 3DSs out there, and I think there's 12 million Wii U's out there. So it makes sense, obviously, to do that. I was just excited because I thought we were getting a Yoshi's Woolly World 2.
Right.
You know, we find out they're just remaking Woolly World 1 for 3DS. That's where it bummed me out. I love that game. That game was in the top 10 of my games for last year. So,
yeah, for
Christ's sakes, that tells you how much I love that game. I'm just, like I said, I want more of this game. I want more Yoshi Wool games. And it's just kind of they like made it seem like I was getting more for about 10 seconds, and they took it away from me. But I'm getting a Yarn Amiibo Poochie, so all's good. So fucking goddamn Amiibos, man. Fucking.
But dude, I wouldn't mind paying another like $40 just to play more Yoshi's Woolly World. And on the 3DS, portable on the go, yeah, of course.
Yeah, understandable. I just if I'm gonna play it again, I'll just play it on the Wii U though. Next up, Ever Oasis is they announced I think at E3. It's that kind of I guess more of an action adventure JRPG, kind of more like the Tales of games.
Yeah.
I think this game looks awesome.
It does.
I wish I was like, I still love JRPGs because this is my game. This is Teenage Tyler written all over it. This is his game. Pisses me off. What about you?
Yeah, I'm kind of like in the same boat. This kind of looks interesting because like the art style of it, and plus it takes like developers that have made like established games before, and they're just doing something new, you know.
Yeah. Like I said, this game looks amazing. God damn it! Why can't I love these games again? Next up, this is actually my game of the direct. Mario Sports Superstars. It is it's gonna have 5 sports games of sports on it. I don't know how you say that. So it's gonna have soccer, baseball, tennis, golf, and horse racing. These are gonna be full-scale sports games. They're not gonna be like mini games, kind of like the Wii Sports was, or anything like that. Also, we'll have single player and online play, and it'll be out this next spring 2017. At first, I'm like, okay, it's just like a compilation of like mini, like, I was thinking like a Wii Sports kind of thing, where it's gonna be like a little version of that. But the full-scale sports stuff, if it's like the soccer game, remember I talked about this on my best of all times list. Number 30 was Mario Soccer, for Christ's sakes. All right.
Yep.
And if I can, this is the closest I'm going to get to a Mario Soccer, and it's actually a full version of that. And buying it day one buy. For me. I'll buy it for just soccer. What about you?
I'm actually kind of shocked that they went with a full-on sports remix like that. I mean, this is Nintendo we're talking about. They've had various franchises for their baseball, like Mario Super Sluggers and stuff, Mario Strikers Charged, Mario Golf, and the freaking everything else. But
remember Mario 3-on-3 basketball? I think it was garbage.
That 3-on-3 basketball that Square Enix helped them make? Yeah, I remember that. But
that was a bad game.
But other than that, though, it's like they've taken some of their concepts from the other games, and it looks like they're going to be adaptable to what we pretty much have been wanting and stuff, with compiling all of them inside one game, plus horse racing, which that's so Japanese. I'm sorry, but
yeah, I'm good on that. I don't need that. I think it's gonna. If these are truly full scale sports, I'm surprised that with the tennis and golf being included in this.
Oh yeah, no shit, because tennis and golf is like their mainstays and stuff for their 3DS. They've got games in the 3DS already that, Mario Golf and Mario Tennis, which are honestly they're fun games in and of itself.
Yeah, and they have the Wii U version of Mario Tennis come out just last November. So, and probably the biggest surprise of the Direct was a Pikmin game with no name for it yet. It's gonna be the naked's coming back up. Sorry. Pikmin is for 3DS is coming out sometime in 2017. It looks like they showed up maybe about a minute or so of gameplay. It's 2D side scroller. I thought this looked really cool. I like the Pikmin games, but they kind of it screw with my anxiety because there's so much shit going on at once. You have you got too much stuff going on in a short amount of time. You got 8 things to do in one day. It stresses me out. I can't do it.
Right.
But this game, I don't know. Maybe with the 2D side scroller, it'll be more of a kind of focus kind of thing. So I don't know. I think this, from what they showed of it, I think this could be a really cool game. What about you?
Let's see. Well, you had the Mario Sports Mix and stuff for your game of the Direct and stuff. This was my game of the Direct because Pikmin on the 3DS. We're talking about a game that has been pretty much like an RTS, sort of like micromanaged stuff and stuff with the previous games from the GameCube on the Wii U and stuff like that, the Pikmin 3 and stuff. This looks like it's going to be more approachable outside of what they've generally aimed it for. And it looks really interesting because it's a 2D kind of side-scroller thing with a lot of the classic elements from Pikmin, from the creative level designs and stuff. And I think this is going to fit perfectly well on the 3DS. I'm excited to see more of this.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I'm obviously I'm surprised that they actually the Pikmin thing. It seems like a pretty big release for the 3DS, especially with with the NX looming, or the Wiita looming coming out. It's supposed to be coming out March 2017. So I wonder if this is going to be super early, or maybe the 3DS isn't as dead as we thought it would be. At that point in time,
that's sort of like the realization that I came up with as well, because each game that they announced or reconfirmed coming out this year, you had a couple games that were releasing in 2017, from the Yoshi's Woolly World in February, and then you have obviously the Pikmin game, which is sometime in 2017. It shows that maybe the 2017 is going to be their last hurrah or some for the 3DS in and of itself, because we didn't hear anything else past February of 2017, pretty much.
Yeah.
Actually, a lot of the games that they announced, with the exception of maybe 1 or 2 games, are from the month of September all the way up to February, which March and stuff. Nintendo traditionally, they've released at least 1 or 2 final swan song games for their consoles before, even a year after the release of another console. So this may just be the remaining wrap up for the Nintendo 3DS come 2017.
Yeah, I think that's a safe thing. I think that's a safe bet to make. At the same time, thinking about it, it makes sense. I mean, you want to, with the Wii U pretty much being dead, it makes sense that you want to put everything, all the big stuff on there. But at the same time, you think about it, the 3DS is doing really well. It was the highest selling console of July.
Yep.
It beat out PS4 and Xbox One. So this thing's not dead, obviously. So maybe they're going to support it for a little bit longer. The Mario Sports game is supposed to come out sometime in spring. So that's probably going to be after or near the NX launch.
No doubt.
I would bet the Pikmin game might be an August game, maybe. So it makes sense, I guess, from that standpoint. I'm wondering if this is the Pikmin 4 game that Miyamoto was talking about last year.
Also, Tyler, keep this in mind, dude. Look at how much stuff that they're releasing from now all the way through December. I mean, you got all these freaking JRPGs and stuff releasing this month with Dragon Quest VII. You got both of those Yokai Watch games, and then towards the end of the month and stuff, you got the Shin Megami Tensei 4 Apocalypse. But then onwards to October, they got a few games, and then November is the big Pokemon Sun and Moon, which I think they pretty much have said that these are going to be like the last Pokemon games on the 3DS. Yeah. So it's basically winding itself down to where, hell, they've got like fucking Super Mario Maker coming on this thing and everything else. It's the big bang before the last hurrah for this system.
Yeah, and it seems like it. And you look at it, there's not a ton of big hits on coming for this console, at least in the next 6 months or so. But there's a lot of quality games coming out in the next 6 months or so.
Definitely.
Or at least kind of going off the name value alone, and what we've seen. So yeah, this thing's far from dead. I mean, not far from, but it's still got a lot left in the tank, I think. So yeah, no, it's cool. I'm glad that when I first announced this, I was just kind of like, what? Like, why? What's the point? And I was, they kind of came out, and overall, I thought it was a pretty good direct. There's a few things personally I don't like with like the Mario Maker 3DS and the Yoshi Woolly World 3DS remakes. But not that I dislike the idea they're happening, but like I said with the Yoshi Woolly World, I want a 2, not a remake of 1.
Right.
So that's the only thing that there's nothing big out of this that came for me, but overall, I thought just looking at it with no real bias at it, I think a pretty solid direct, and not the best obviously, but not the worst either. I put it somewhere. If I was ranking directs, it probably fit somewhere maybe slightly above average.
I personally thought that the Nintendo Direct was it was pretty good. I thought it presented a lot of information, which confirms some of the stuff that we've knew about. But there was a lot of new stuff that was going through for this Direct, from the unveiling of Super Mario Maker and the port from Yoshi's Woolly World and stuff like that to a reveal of a brand new Pikmin game that we've been only hearing tidbits and rumors about from Miyamoto himself for the past couple of years. I mean, that's in and of itself pretty good, in my honest opinion. In comparison to other directs that they've had, this ranks up there with like a pretty damn good direct, in my honest opinion.
Yeah.
And the most important part about it is it's actually make me, as a gamer who loves playing handheld stuff, more excited about this rest of this year, because I'm seriously considering, hey, you know what? Maybe I should have another season, like another fall and stuff, where I'm just playing a lot on my 3DS, because there isn't a lot of fucking content I can enjoy,
Yeah. Yeah, no. Like I said, solid direct. I'm glad that the 3DS is dead. No, I hope there's another one soon. God damn it, for the NX, because I'm tired of fucking with the Wiita. The Wiita. It's tough to say. I'm tired of hearing about the NX, and I just want the Wiita to be a thing. But
the Wiita.
Wiita. Was that Wiita? Oh, the Wiita. Call it the Wiita. I'm sorry.
The Will Wiita.
The Will Wiita. Yeah. So that's pretty much all the news this week. Do you have a retro game of the week for us?
Well, you know what? I can do one pretty briefly, and this comes from the Game Boy Color. I'm just going to say, Super Mario Brothers, it has released on the NES and like other types of consoles, re-releases wise, but you don't really hear much from Super Mario Brothers Deluxe. Well, Super Mario Brothers Deluxe was obviously it was the Game Boy Color's version of like port for the Super Mario Brothers, but it had various goals you can do. They had little mini games. It even had a little fortune telling mini game too, which was kind of bizarre in and of itself. And a fun fact, though, it was actually compatible with the Game Boy camera and stuff, where you can print out little stickers and this and that and stuff. But it also has some of the lost level stuff that you can unlock and stuff, and play a bit of more of the actual Super Mario Brothers 2, way before it would see initial release on the Wii U's Virtual Console and stuff like that, and the Wii's Virtual Console as well. But long story short, though, it's fantastic. I mean, it's scaled to the Game Boy Color stuff. You can actually pick up Super Mario Bros. Deluxe for pretty cheap on the 3DS eShop. That's where I've predominantly been playing it, and it's one of my classic, favorite Game Boy Color games. I mean, there was only a few great games in the Game Boy Color, but this was definitely among one of the best that I've played on the device. So, for Retro Game of the Week, keep an eye out for Super Mario Bros. Deluxe.
Very nice. I think Justin, actually, they released that for 3DS, and I think Justin played through that last year.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah. But that's pretty much it for the show. If you want to hear more from us, we are on Twitter at GenGaming Pod. We're also on Facebook. We have a page and group, so like us and join us there at GenGaming Podcast. Also on Twitch, the same name, GenGaming Podcast. So follow us on there. I believe that's how you do.
Yep.
Or if you don't follow us, subscribe. Speaking of subscribe, we're on YouTube, so subscribe to us on there. So like our videos, and tell us friends about those as well. We're Generation Gaming on there. So like, join, follow, subscribe to us all on there, and tell friends. And also, if you listen to us on YouTube or iTunes, leave us a review on iTunes, please. 5 stars preferably. 4 is fine. 3 is okay, I guess. Anything less, I don't care. Go away. I don't want to be your friend. Get out of my life. But no, thank you guys so much for listening. Love you guys. We'll talk to you next week. I was Tyler.
And I have been the Jack of Hearts. And until next week, everybody, GG.
Wiita? Wiita.
And good night, everyone.
We got a brand new collaboration here.